Friday night football games are in action and many kids are practicing fall sports in the hot temperatures. Experts say young athletes can face a higher risk of heat-related illness because they often ignore warning signs and don't always listen to their bodies while playing on the field. They just don't have the life experience.
Exactly. Dr. Uquillas is a pediatric sports medicine specialist at Cedars-Sinai. He's joining us this morning to talk about kids and the precautions they need to take while playing sports. Thanks for being with us this morning, Dr. Uquillas.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course, there are some biological differences between kids and adults, so maybe talk about some of those. But I know that you feel the biggest issue here is that kids don't know the warning signs, when to take a break, when to go inside and drink some water. So this can turn into a serious issue for young athletes.
Absolutely. Kids can regulate the temperature fairly well when they're healthy. However, we get into trouble when you combine extreme heat, intense exercise, dehydration, and all the sports equipment that they have to wear, so their bodies can get into trouble. In particularly, kids have a tough time recognizing symptoms of heat illness, and heat illness can progress fairly quickly. So they sometimes fail to recognize or admit that they're getting into trouble.
So we need coaches or parents or somebody to kind of step in here to be monitoring, or what's the best course of action while they're already on the field?
Well, I think it always starts with prevention and education beforehand. So talking to the kids about heat illness, especially when we have a heat wave like this one going on, it takes kids about 10 to 14 days for their bodies to get accustomed to the heat. So sometimes they're not even ready for it. And oftentimes they come in dehydrated. So talking about hydration before even kickoff is really important. But also educating parents and coaches about some of the signs of heat illness is important because it's really a medical emergency when it starts.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's also talk about this humidity, because not only is it very hot, it's humid.
And we're not used to that.
And we're not used to it here, but is the dry heat or the wet heat more dangerous?
The humidity is much more dangerous. Sweating cools our body by evaporating, and if it doesn't evaporate, it doesn't dissipate the heat appropriately. So when humidity is high, the moisture in the air is high, and the sweat just doesn't evaporate effectively.
Oh, great. Well, with all this humidity and heat, we have Friday night lights tonight. I started thinking about, I've seen schools pushing the times back of some of these games so that it's after sundown. But last night, even after sundown, because of the humidity that we're talking about, it still was so hot. What are your recommendations for these kids when they're in all of this gear? Should we be stripping them down a little bit, or what should we be doing?
Yes, that's certainly one thing we should do. I think an important part is that temperature doesn't tell the whole story. The humidity plays a big role, and direct sun exposure plays a big role. So sometimes pushing it back does help quite a bit with that. But when they are in the heat and playing, they should take frequent breaks for cooling and hydration. When they're during breaks, they should take their helmets off too. That's a recommendation. And we should minimize their equipment when possible.
Definitely good to know. And have you seen any issues with children and heat so far this year?
I think luckily so far we've done well in terms of keeping them safe. One of the things that we do with high school football is we have an emergency action plan readily available, so when we can recognize the signs and act appropriately. So far it's been a good year in terms of heat illness.
Okay, well, we hope it stays that way. Obviously, like we said, Friday Night Lights getting kicked off tonight, so we'll have to see how things go. But hopefully people heed your warning, Doctor.
Right.
We appreciate you being here.
Yeah, Dr. Uquillas, thank you.